FA Cup final, and Hatchin! What a magnificent goal!
Good evening and welcome to All Things Sky Blue. In my opinion, with obviously the host is me, Stuart. Hope everybody's well. Just a few little bits of housekeeping first of all. So just remember where you can find us. We are on Facebook, YouTube, X or Twitter, Instagram. Please like and subscribe to anything that we do on YouTube if you like what we do. We're sponsored by White Steel Fabrications. You can do your steel fabrication work up and down the country, but mainly in the Coventry and Warwickshire area. We're partnered with the Anecdote Sports Bar, and we're also partnered with the Sky Blue Tavern this season, which I am in the presence of. So yeah, live in the Sky Blue Tavern again, as I was previously, in my opinion. Hope everybody's well. Lots to talk about. Obviously, we've got the Everton game that we had on Tuesday night. We've got a new signing that's happened today in the last sort of hour or so. We've got Werder Bremen coming up on Saturday. We've got Roma, and then we've got the league game as well coming up a week on Saturday away at Stoke. First game of the season. So, so I hope everybody's well. So first questions coming in then. Mark Smith on Facebook. How are you? I hope you're okay. He said, pleased with the BTA signing, Brandon Thomas Asante signing. Yes, I am. Thoroughly thrilled. Happy that it's over the line. Excuse me, because you just never know whether things, look, we hijacked apparently from Hull, didn't we? So it was a case, was it going to be hijacked again? We just don't know. But yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. I think it's a great signing. I'm happy with it. Glenn's put on there Nicholas Madston soon, apparently. Not again until I actually see, the kit on the player or the handshake with Doug King or Mark Robbins or whoever it may be. Then yeah, I can't really get excited too much because you just never know what happens. But if that's true, then brilliant. I believe it's a central midfielder, so we'll have to wait and see. Michael Fetter, thank you very much, Michael, on Facebook as well. Oh, Thomas Asante. That's as much singing as you're going to get from me. Glenn's put is a midfielder from Westerlo. Okay, interesting. So yeah, it'll be good if that actually happens. If you've got any other questions, if you've never messaged before, just message in. If you want me to do a shout out, I can do a shout out, say happy birthday or whatever it may be. Just get your questions in or get your thoughts in, and I will air them across. Doesn't matter if you like the opinion or not. It's just an opinion. That's what it's all about. It's about having your opinion, and I just express them opinions on here. Whether I agree with it or not is a different matter. But yeah. So, who went to the Everton game? What did you think to the Everton game? Who's going on Saturday against Werder Bremen? Who's going to Stoke? Who's managed to get Stoke tickets as well? I'll be going Stoke. I've got my tickets. It hasn't gone through the post yet, but I have. So yeah, it's all good. All good. Glenn has also said Mick Quinn interview is now out. The full video or the full conversation is out that me and Mark did with Mickey Quinn. Really, really good. It's on YouTube. Please go and like and subscribe to anything that we do on there as well. It'll be much appreciated. Michael's also said, do you think Wilson gets sold before the transfer window closes? Surely now Dovin's gone in, he's sold. Yeah, it is. I think Wilson will probably go, if I'm honest. Whether he's sold or whether he goes out on loan is a different thing. Hi, Luke. Hope you're okay. Thank you very much on Facebook. Yeah, I knew what you meant, mate. Dovin's come in. Dovin. How are you pronouncing it, people? Dovin. Mark Smith, I'm going Stoke as we're in the way end for a change. Yeah, because you're not living your home end because you go with your mate, didn't you, Mark? Evening, Josh. Hope you're okay. Thank you very much for coming on, for joining us on YouTube. Haven't been looking. Mark King. Hi, Mark. Haven't been so looking forward to a season. Exciting times. Yeah, exactly. It's all these signings are they're mouth watering, aren't they? With what we can do potentially. Can't see Collins wanting to be a number 2, whereas Wilson will. I just think because Wilson's got less to run on his contract. He's got less to run on his contract, and I think he'll be the one that makes way. He's older as well. It makes sense to probably keep the younger goalkeeper, maybe, but we'll have to wait and see. Joshua said, I'll put this one up on YouTube. Not that one, sorry. Joshua, how many goals will Thomas Asante get this season? I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say 15. I'm going to say he gets 15 goals, which would be a brilliant season for him. So I'm going to say he gets 15. Under average Cov fan, thank you very much. Were Cov that good on Tuesday or Everton that bad? I'm going to say that we were that good. I don't think that they offered that much, to be fair. But I think they did okay. I think they did all right, to be fair. Some of the football we played was just absolutely brilliant. They didn't offer much, but like I said, I don't think we let them play, and I don't think that we offered them in terms of that really. So yeah, it's one of them. Stephen McGovern, thank you very much, Stephen. Is Asante yet another left-sided striker? Yeah, interesting one. I think he won't play wide. I think unless he does play wide and he's going to put Hadji right and Sims to lock down that central role. But look, we've got a lot of options. Everybody can play on either side of that front three, if you like. Sakamoto can switch sides, Rodriguez can switch sides, Asante can switch sides, Sims can probably go on the right, maybe. Hadji can switch sides, play all three. It's good that we've got options and we've got strength in depth now. Look, we've got rid of Godden, and I think Asante is an upgrade on Godden. So, yeah, it just gives us a lot more strength in depth in that front three place, really. And then you've got the likes of Rudoni that can probably play there if needed, if the worst came to the worst. You've got Jamie Allen, you've got Tavares there as well. Yeah, it's we've got a lot more strength this time, and it's looking really, really good. Sky Blue Sam, anyone not impressed? Sorted out your FPL team yet? That's from Sky Blue Sam on YouTube. I have sorted my FPL team out. There's still a long way to go. If rumours are true that Vic's gone to Arsenal, then Vic will be in my team. So it depends on how much he comes in at, really. But we'll wait and see. But no, everybody impressed me on Tuesday night, and I'm not going to the Saturday game. If it was a league game, I would have come back for the league game, but it's a pre-season one, and I've seen him in pre-season once. It would be nice to see Thomas Asante, to be fair. Hopefully, somebody might be able to tell me if there's going to be a live stream or something from from Werder Bremen's side, and I might try and get that. But we will see. Mark Smith again. Will Mark Robins start Brandon Thomas and Santi alongside Sims, or will Mark Robins go one up top? I think he'll stick with one up top. It's worked so far. It just gives us a different option if we need to. We can go to a 2 if we need to. Haji Wright's going to be back on Saturday, I've heard as well. So yeah, strength in depth. It's what we needed. It's what we wanted. It's just trying to keep everybody happy now in terms of what we need to do. So yeah. Ben Watkin on YouTube. Thank you very much, Ben. BTA can play wide left striker or even wide right. Yeah, he can play across the front 3, which is really good. Again, we're bringing in players that can play multiple positions. So nobody's going to look at depth as such, really. So yeah, it's good to see. Luke again on Facebook. Thank you very much. One thing for sure is that we have a lot of attacking options now, and I don't envy Mark Robins. No, definitely not. Definitely not. Ben Watkin, he was a winger turned striker at West Brom due to injuries. Yes, he was. Ben's also said, brought in a proven scorer at Championship level who is international as well for Godden. Yeah, obviously we all heard that Boateng had a lot to do with him not going to Hull and bringing him to Cov, so that's good to see as well. Ben bought in a proven scorer at Championship. Sorry, I've said that one. Under average Cov fan, surprised that Burrows didn't feature on Tuesday. I am a little bit, but Latti hasn't had much game time either. Burrows has played pretty much, apart from Tuesday, all of pre-season, I think. And Latti came back late, and I think he only did he play against Getafe? I'm not sure if he played against Getafe or not. Burrows certainly did, but that's his first 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So yeah, I am a little bit surprised, but it doesn't necessarily bother me really. Michael, Stuart, if any positions we need to strengthen now, which position would you want to strengthen? For me, it's a right-footed centre-back. Yeah, I take your point. I take your point on that. Centre-back, left-back, and if Burrows isn't the man, then we do need a left-sided a right-back as well. So... yeah, I think at the back at the minute probably needs a little bit more looking at, potentially. But yeah, I think you might be right, a right-footed centre-back. But it depends on where you're going to play Latti. If Latti is going to come into midfield, or whether you're just going to utilise him if and when needed kind of thing. But I don't think he's going to be happy with that. He's going to want to play each and every week. But we'll have to wait and see. If Sheaf is out for Stoke away, who would you have as captain? Probably Thomas. I think Thomas is the next in line. But it looks like it's going to Eccles or Jamie Allen. But me personally, I would probably have Thomas there. I'm just trying to think who else. You wouldn't have Sims. You wouldn't have Tavares. You wouldn't have Hadji. You wouldn't have maybe Bidwell. As well, if Bidwell's going to start. Unlucky Hull, says Glenn. Yeah. Michael says on Facebook, it's not just strength in depth, it's also the fact that we will all be kept on their feet now, as there obviously is competition for places, and that will bring the best out in players. Yeah, definitely. I said that the other day to someone. I was on CWR with Rob Gurney on Wednesday, and I said that. I said, competition breeds excellence, and hopefully that will do. Dave Parfrey, thank you very much. Centre back, defensive midfielder. That's what he wants to see covered. Jamie Rich, thank you very much on Facebook as well. How many more players do you think we need to bring in? My opinion is 2 to 3. Yeah, 2 to 3 probably. But look, we've still got the loan market that we can tap into as well, which, we haven't even touched on the loan market yet. When the Premier League teams have finalised what they need and they want people to come out on loan, we might be able to get a decent loan signing as well. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, it's just looking really, really good. Glenn said, what I liked about Dovin, he was talking to the defenders a lot more and moving around. Yeah, he wasn't stationary. I like what I saw from him. But yeah, look, everybody impressed me. Alan impressed me. The way that he's come back each and every time that new people have come in. You think Alan's going to go. He steps up a level. Eccles, I thought, had a good game. Really happy with everything. Stephen McGovern, thank you again. Could Latty be used as a defensive midfield enforcer? Yeah, I like Latty in that defensive midfield role, especially if Sheaf isn't there. I think he just adds a little bit more naughtiness or dirtiness, if you like, that we probably need. So I would take that, yeah. Alan was classed as under average Cov fan. I thought he was. I thought he played well. Michael, again, pretty sure Liam Walsh is still a free agent unless he's joined a club today. Shame he's so injury prone. Yeah, it is. When he left us, and because he was brilliant for us, but you just can't have anybody that's injury prone, because it's no good for anybody really. So yeah. Radchikov fan, EMC really impressed alongside Rudoni. Yeah, they both. I was really pleased with both of them, to be fair. But for me, Rudoni probably slightly edged it. He always had space. The lad always had space, and he turned and he looked forward and he was progressing through the lines, and it was just really, really good to see. Thoughts on the kits? Seeing them in person now. Yeah, I got mine the second. It came out on the Friday. I got mine on the Sunday, I think it was. I was lucky enough to go down to the coffee shop and get one. Like it. It's grown on me. I weren't keen when I first saw it, but the more I'm seeing it, the more it's actually impressing me. And obviously seeing it in person and having one, yeah, really, really pleased. Jamie, do you think anyone will leave? If so, who? Yeah, I think Wilson will probably go. I think if everybody comes back fit, once we've got everybody fit, I think you might find maybe Biku goes, Howley maybe going on loan, potentially. It depends on the pecking order, doesn't it? So we'll have to wait and see. Excuse me. Ben said, any more player interviews planned? If you haven't seen it already, Mickey Quinn interview is up and live on the full video on YouTube. I think you might be able to listen to it on Spotify and wherever else you get your wherever else you get your podcast from. So yeah, go and listen to it on there, or go and watch it on YouTube. Again, like and subscribe. But at the moment, I've got things in the pipeline, but nothing concrete just yet. But hopefully we will have more towards the end of either the end of this year or beginning of next year. We might have another couple lined up. So that would be quite good. Glenn said, what's your starting lineup versus Stoke, assuming everyone's fit? Well, obviously, Dovin in goal, or Dovin. Milan, Thomas, Binks, Bidwell, Sheaf, Torp, Radoni. Probably Sakamoto on the right. You know what? I'm going to go for Mason Clark. I'm going to go for Mason Clark on the left, and then Sims up front, That would be my starting lineup. And then just look at the bench. Hadji, Thomas Asante, Eccles, Allen. Kitchen won't be on the bench, but you'll have De Silva. You've got Casey. You've got a great bench there as well. Dalraj, what position do you think we need to strengthen? Maybe a left back, because I don't like De Silva, or another right back. Yeah, we've just mentioned that as well, Dalraj. Probably for me, a right-sided centre back. Right-sided centre back. I'm happy with De Silva and Bidwell fighting it out, but you probably need a right back if you're not going to bump up Burrows to that place. Glenn said Jamie Patterson is available. We're linked with him every year. Don't want to be linked with him again. Dalraj, do you play Thomas Asante against Stoke? Probably not. I don't think he starts. So, yeah. Good squad depth this season for us this season for sure. Yep, happy with the squad depth. Michael said, I've said the same starting lineup bar Sheaf, as he has had a knock, so I think he'll possibly start on bench. Yeah, you've got Latti on the bench as well. I forgot Latti as well, yep. Yeah, obviously the question I was asked was if everybody's fit. I know Sheaf is carrying a knock, so if he is carrying a knock, then yeah, it won't be Sheaf. But Latti can come in quite easily, or Eccles maybe. Would you be happy to start the season with Latti, Binks, Kitchen, and Thomas as our centre halves? Yes, I would, because I think they can all do a job. But Thomas and Binks is your starting two. Latti, for how much I do like Latti, his versatility is his downfall now, because we've got quality players that can play in one position. Latti's good in all positions, so he's good cover in case we do get an injury or something like that, or a suspension. But yeah, I would be happy with that. Bold prediction for this season. To be fair, I think the bold prediction would be Coventry winning the league, winning the championship, over 100 points. There's my bold prediction. Coventry to win the league over 100 points. I don't think we will, but that's my bold prediction. I think we'll finish second. And if we get to the playoffs, then hopefully we win. I think Latti would be better in a back three rather than the back two, but he is a very good utility player. One game I've seen him play 4 different positions. Yeah, exactly. That's what's good about Latti, is that he can play in so many different positions and he's good in all positions. But that is his downfall, because he doesn't, he hasn't cemented one place, which when you've got Sheaf that, can play in that one position absolutely brilliantly, or Thomas, Kitchen, they play in that one position. It's hard to get in when, if you get an injury to Milan, he can fit in there. If you get an injury to Sheaf, he can fit in there. It just helps out with his utilisation. But again, like I said, that's his downfall. Do you think we use the loan market or try before you buy? I would prefer try before you buy, because I think that will allow us to get maybe a better type of player ready for the Premier League in case we do what everybody thinks we're going to do, and that's go up. But we'll have to wait and see. Do you think we could have signed a better striker than Thomas Asante, or was he the right decision? Good question. I think it was the right decision. Whether we can get better, I think probably for the money that we paid, no, I don't think we could get better unless you get a loan deal, maybe. Jay Stansfield, for instance. He might be slightly better, but are you going to get him on loan? Is that a try before you buy as well? Will Fulham let him go? Obviously, talks are still ongoing, I think, with Birmingham. So yeah, I think it's definitely the right choice because he gives us another option and is a better upgrade to Godden is. Jamie on Facebook again, thank you. As a centre-back, he reminds me of David Luiz, where he likes to come out with the ball, but sometimes he gets caught out. Are we talking about Latti now, Jamie? Who needs O'Hare? Sky Blue Sam said, yeah. Yeah. You are talking about Latti. Yeah, look, again, I like Latti a lot. I missed out Ben's question. Sorry, Ben. How good was Tats on Tuesday? Tats was very good Tuesday. Obviously, got an assist for the goal for Mason Clark's goal, which was really, really good. He played well against Premier League opposition. I think against Championship opposition, he turns them inside and out. It's good to have him back. It's great to have him back. Just said that one. Favourite goal on Tuesday? I'm going to go for Torps, I think. I'm going to go for Torps' goal. I thought that was a well-worked goal, and there was 2 nutmegs in there as well, which was quite nice to see. Casey obviously setting up Torp, which was good to see as well, the 2 subs combining. All good. Michael Feta, I'm predicting we finish 4th or 5th, get to the playoff final, then we can sing Wembley again, ole, ole, and then we win the final, play up Sky Blues. Look, if you could guarantee me that is the only way that I would want to go up, if I'm honest. I'll take it. But I still think we finish 2nd. I think we finish automatics. If we finish top this year, it would be amazing. Absolutely amazing. Signing BTA weakens West Brom, so good move. Yeah, I was just doing a TikTok live a minute ago. I had a couple of West Brom fans on there, and they said exactly the same, that we've weakened them, which is good to see. Simon N on YouTube, thank you very much. Do you see any players leaving before the season starts? Yeah, again, someone's just asked me that as well. I can see probably maybe a goalkeeper go in, probably Wilson off the top of my head, I would say. And then maybe loans, a few loans to a few younger ones, maybe. But we'll have to wait and see. I say that a lot, we'll have to wait and see, but we will. Imagine if we lose at Wembley 3 times in a row. Dalraj, don't say stuff like that. Don't start having a go at each other, please. If you go off the site. Hall wanted, Hall did want them. So based on that, we'll finish above them. Yeah, they've lost 3 key players, haven't they? West Brom have lost 3 key players. I still think they'll be up there or thereabouts. They might go into the loan market a little bit more. They might look. They could do with Forest. You get 5 loan signings or 6 loan signings, and they're straight back up there, aren't they? So, it's interesting. Jamie, maybe unpopular, but I would rather keep Wilson over Collins. Why? Why would you want to do that, Jamie? Just out of curiosity. I would go the other way personally, but why would you do that? Sky Blue Sam, would you take John Swift off West Bromwich Albion out of contract next summer and West Brom want to cash in? 100% I'd take Swift. 100%. Definitely. Chris Tovey, rumours of new road closure. Any truth? Yes, there is. I think there's links on X, or if you tweet Coventry City, I think they can send you something. It's from Junction 3 all the way down to the crossroads where you can go into the Tesco Arena part. And then it also goes under the little bridge and up to the top of that road. So they're all closed after the game. We could get a fee for Collins. Yeah, maybe. I just think the younger goalkeeper that's only just come in, what kind of fee would you accept for him? What did we pay? We could get a fee for Collins, and I think Wilson is more of a character and experience in the dressing room. Yeah, I take your points on board. I do agree with that, but I think Collins is slightly the better goalkeeper. We've got characters in there now anyway, with Casey and De Silva and Hadji, Milan. You know, we've got characters in there already. Collins, for me, I would always want to keep the younger goalkeeper. But I can. It's a valid point, and there is an argument for keeping Wilson over Collins. But I would normally keep the younger goalkeeper. Plus, I do think he's slightly better. Any other questions? Just remember where you can find us, guys. It is scrolling down the bottom. We are on X or Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. We're also on YouTube. Obviously, please go and like and subscribe on our YouTube channel. There's a Mickey Quinn interview on there as well. Do you think any under-21s will get any game time? I hope so. I do like a B crew. I think he needs to be a little bit more physical, maybe. But look, Daush or Daish, however you want to pronounce his name, he got some minutes towards the end of the season. But when everybody's fit, unfortunately, they're not going to get a look in. But they're available for the under-21s, and they've got to force their way in. They've got to force their hand. Glenn's just said to me, Mick Quinn interview is now out as a podcast as well. So you can just listen. You haven't got to watch us if you don't want to. Jamie has also said, we have a young goalkeeper in our ranks, plus a new number one in Dovin. So will Collins be happy playing number 2? Well, look, we've got cup games as well. So somebody will get a game time. Dovin will come out for the Bristol City away cup game, Collins or whoever. I think we'll get a sense in that one with who is going to be the number 2. Because if he starts Collins, then Collins is your number 2. If he starts Wilson might be your number 2. And like Jamie said, we might get a fee for him, and Collins may go. Maybe Rodriguez as well plays against Bristol City. I'd use Abiku, Howley, Daish, Tavares, Bell, Burrows, and Betchaman against Bristol City in the cup game. Burrows, yes. Abiku comes on probably. Tavares probably starts. Howley doesn't start for me, and neither does Daish, and Bow doesn't either. So I'd start 2 of them and bench the rest, I think. Thanks for the like on Facebook. Maybe Rodriguez. Yeah, it depends on when he's back from his injury, because he's picked up a knock, isn't he? But look, if Sims starts the cup game and so does Haji Wright, then Mason Clark's going to start the cup game, and probably so is Brandon Asante. Tavares starts a cup game instead of Sakamoto. You'll have Casey Palmer that comes into midfield. You'll have Eccles that comes into the midfield. Jamie Allen that comes into the midfield, along with, Burrows on the right for Milan probably. Latti comes in, Kitchen comes in, and De Silva comes in. So we're, like I said already, we've got strength in depth, and the youngsters just add to that as well. But like I said, they've got to force their way in. You look at the likes of people that have come through in the past: Rooney, Owen, Maddison, Callum Wilson. If you're good enough, then I'm sure he'll put you in, and then you've got to show what you can do. I'm sure if a Biku comes in and he scores 2 goals against Bristol City and he starts, he's going to be in for a reckoning, because he knows that you can do it against the Championship side. But if he comes in and looks a little bit lost, we want to stay in a cup game, but you've got, you'll have Asante on the bench or Hadji on the bench or whoever it may be. We've got options now. We've got a lot more options than we had in a long, long time, and it's so good to see. I missed Stephen's question, sorry. Will we sign a new head coach before the start of the season? I hope so. I think it would be weird if we don't. I think it would be weird if we don't see a head coach. But again, is it Mark Delaney that's the under-21s, I think, at the moment? I think he might be making the step up. Yeah, rumours is that Delaney from under-21s is head coach. Yeah, that's what I've heard that from different sources as well. But again, something we're going to have to wait and see on. Simon M, thank you very much, Simon. It's good with new additions, not too noticeable a drop-off in quality. It's good to give the manager hard choices. Definitely. But it also gives him no excuse. If everybody's fit, it gives Mark Robins no excuse about not winning games. If we're not good enough on the day, we're not good enough on the day. And it's about him getting it right now with the tactics and who he wants to play. He got it right against Everton. Look, he's not going to get it right every time. There will be games that we do lose and we'll be annoyed. But we've just got to make sure that the next game we go into it. But if he goes into the next game, he can change it. He can change formation. He can change personnel. And like Simon's just said, it's not necessarily a massive drop-off in quality. Robins and players are talking the chances of promotion, so it's time to deliver. Yeah, definitely. Totally agree. It's going to be interesting. Any other questions? Any shout outs you want me to do? Jamie, do you think there will be any major sales this season, i.e. Sheaf, Wright, Sims or Sakamoto, or will we stand firm and go for the big payday for promotion? I don't think. I think if the only person that was going to go, I think, would be Sheaf. And they would have to come in sometime now in the next week or two for him to go so we can get a replacement. And he'll go for big money. And again, there'll be a sell-on clause. But I can't see it. I don't think he will go. I think we'll stay and we will go for the push. Glenn said, is Mark coming off the fence this season? Well, on next Thursday, a week today, we're doing our first match preview with Potalytics, a Stoke fan, and they're going to be coming on. So we'll see what Mark's prediction is for the Stoke game, see if he does come off the fence. But that will be out next Thursday night. Obviously, I'll give you all the heads up before that comes out. Dave said, you took the words right out of my mouth, mate. No excuses this year. No, there isn't. We've got quality all over the bench. We've got quality over the pitch as well. So, yeah, no excuses. Let's do it. Let's get behind the lads and let's do it. Graham, thank you very much. Graham on Facebook. It's the first season. It's the first seasoning in a long time that the first 11 doesn't pick itself. Great that you really have to think about who should be in the starting lineup. Yeah, it is. I think the back five speak for itself. I think the back five speak for itself. And then it's anybody's guess. But it is good to see. Did you like the changes at the CBS Arena so far? Yeah, all the little changes and, even the barrier between the away fans and the safe standing area, with We Live and Die in These Towns, that barrier, just the little touches that Doug King and Coventry are doing is just so good to see. It's refreshing to see, and fair play to Doug and everyone that's working so hard behind the scenes that what we don't know about, that the little touches are being noticed. I thought the tannoy system was a lot better as well. I thought the tannoy system was really good. You could hear that at half time. So yeah, it's all good things. Stevens also said it's nice to see Doug still spending and proving the doubters wrong. 100%. I don't know why, if there is any doubters left, which I can't see there's many. I don't know why they're not converted yet to Doug, because I certainly am. I think he's been a breath of fresh air for us. And if he keeps doing what he's doing and the rumours about what he wants to buy and what he wants to do, it's only a plus for us, really. Jamie's also said, we have always been a selling club and everyone moaned when we sold Vic and Gus, but they have basically financed our team with all the add-ons and they will raise us nearly 50 million from two players that cost us less than 3 million. Totally agree, Jamie. 100% with that. Yes, we don't want to see players go, obviously. And if we won the playoff final, then they'd all be with us. But we didn't go up. We sold them for big fees, for big money, and they've kept us going. And if we have to do that every couple of seasons to keep us going and progressing a little bit more, then that's what we have to do. Nobody wants to see players go, obviously. But, yeah, just brilliant. Cult of King, Doug. Jamie said, Sisu sold at the wrong time in their eyes. No, I don't think so. I think they sold at the right time because if they'd sold, they should have sold us sooner, in all honesty. But if they'd still been in charge, we wouldn't be where we are now if we hadn't have been sold, if they hadn't have sold us. Look, I don't like Sisu, and I've been open about Sisu and my dislike for them. But they bought us when nobody else did, all that time ago. Yes, we've had bad times, but they saved us from going out of extinction at a time when nobody else would. And towards the end, they got better. They learnt from their mistakes, and then they sold us. I think probably I think it was the right time, not the wrong time, in their eyes. Yeah, but no, I think they understood that they couldn't take us any further, and Doug King and offered them money. So it's nice to have our club back. Only thing that I can think of that is changing now is the gantry for TV being put in the opposite stand to where it's currently located. Yeah, I don't know how easy that's going to be because you've got all the boxes the other side, haven't you? So I don't know how easy that would be. They could make nearly 50 million off Gus and Vic, is what I'm saying. Yes, yeah, no, I agree. I know what you're saying, mate. And it's brilliant. Simon, you should try and get Doug King on a podcast. Be interested to know more about his long-term plans. Well, if Doug listens to this, message me and I'll have you on anytime and we can talk about your future plans and your current plans. I would love to interview Doug King. It would be fantastic. I don't think he will. I don't think he listens to this. I don't think he listens to me rabbit on for an hour. But yeah, it would be good to have him on. Sky Blue Sam, be honest, we've hardly got any signings run since we sold Vic and Hamer. Maybe Collins and Kitchen, but they've not been awful. Game in, game out. Wright, Sims, Thomas Milan, ECM, Rudoni, Eccles. Even Torp and Binks as well. Yeah, totally agree. I think the recruitment, I think they've got to take massive credit for what they do as well. It's not just Doug King splashing the cash. They're finding these players. A few years ago, we were getting what? Bright Eknabar and Hissner and was it DeCosta on the right or something as well? Some of them, were a little bit questionable. I think Hissner got a little bit of a bad thing because he came in and he got something wrong with his chest straight away, and he just couldn't come back out. All could be sold at a profit. Yeah, exactly, and that will fund us. Again, we don't want to see these players go, but if they do, then yes, hopefully we have got them for a profit. Our attack is so good. It is Dalraj. It is looking good. But defence is weak. It's not weak, but they certainly need to get better. Yeah, Castaner, Jabello, Pask, Josh Barrett, yeah. It's good that it's not all lone players, shows commitment to building the squad. Definitely. All names I shudder when I hear. Yeah. Dave on Facebook. Dave, I'm going to put this one up. Oh, sugar. I'm going to put this one up. I'm going to show you this one, Dave. He said, mate, can't blame Doug for not listening to you. For not listening, can you? You know I'm joking. Dave's my uncle, so it's fine. But yes, I can blame him. Thank you very much. I'll be a great interviewer for him. I know you're only joking, mate. Jamie said, I think Binks will prove to be one of the best centre-backs in the league this season. I think Robbins was smart not playing him that much last season to keep him under the radar so no one else came sniffing, and we got him at a good price. I hope you're right in that one. That would be quite nice if that was the reason. But yeah, I totally agree. I think Binks is a top-class centre half. Yeah. I just think with Kitchen coming in, he's costing money. I think that's why he possibly didn't get a look in. But I thought towards the end of the season, Binks showed his class, and it's his shirt to lose. And I don't think there's going to be anybody to take it off him as long as he stays fit. No excuses this season. No, definitely not. Has Ben Sheaf ever played at Cub? Centre back. Yes, I think he had to play there once. I think it was his loan spell in his first season. I think he might have to play back there for a little bit. But he has played there. If we get another MVE on the left, then it's going to be a walk in the park. Yeah, MVEs don't come round very often, though. That's the trouble. I wanted Ryan Manning. I wanted Ryan Manning when he was available, and I think if we'd got Ryan Manning and MVE, then we are looking good. But again, I wanted Alan Brown, who went to Sunderland in the end. Alan Brown, for me, if we got Alan Brown, I know we haven't got him, but yeah, he would have just. I would have said that we would have won the league if we'd got Alan Brown as well. And a right back. Been told central mid before Stoke is looking increasingly likely. Oh, excellent. And a right back. Wow. Okay. I have said, Steve, hi Steve, thank you very much for joining on Facebook. I have said before, Cov for the league, we have no one to worry about. I still think we have Leeds to worry about. We can't beat Preston, so we need to get that monkey off our back as well. Is our squad better this season than last season? Yes. I think we need an experienced right back that is more defensive, that can come in to see a game out and give MVE a rest. Yeah. Would Latty do that? I think Latty could do that quite easily. Sheaf at centre back, the Derby and Hull. Yeah, I thought he'd played there before. Any other questions, guys? Any shout outs you want me to do? Again, if you are watching on YouTube, please go and like and subscribe to our YouTube page. Who did he play with at centre back? Oh, God. Glenn might know. Who did Chief play at centre back with? Webby Sports Roundup, thank you very much. Webby Sports Roundup on from sunny Tenerife. Nice. Cov number for one fan in the Canaries, play up Sky Blues. So looking forward to the season. Nice. Thank you very much for coming on, buddy. MVE, ECM, BTA, bit of a thing running through our team. It is, yeah. Who else can you do? JDS, Josh De Silva. Dom Hyman, Jake Clark-Salter. Best squad I've seen for a long time. Really excited. Yes, definitely. Definitely, Webby. Thanks for joining us, mate, on YouTube. James also said there was big talks to start off with Alvin Sanchez. Do you think we have spent too much to go after him? I haven't heard of. I don't think I heard of Alvin Sanchez. I don't think I heard that rumor. Where does he play? Let me know where he plays, Jamie. Martin, thank you very much, Martin. Do you think it's important to get off to a good start, and where should we aim to be by Christmas? Yes, I do think it's important to get off a good start, because the past 2 seasons we haven't. So yeah, we need to get off to a good start. And where do I think we'll be by Christmas? I think we should be in the playoffs at Christmas. At minimum, the playoffs, I think. But yeah, good start's important. We can't get off to a slow start again. We've got to start quicker. And I think that's the reason why they've had these pre-season friendlies against Getafe, against Everton, against Werder Bremen on Saturday, and against Roma. Even though I don't like the Roma friendly, I think that's pointless. 4 days before the start of the season. I don't think there'll be many starters in that one. So is everybody going to the game on Saturday? That's watching on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Anybody going on Saturday? And if you didn't go on Tuesday, who are you looking forward to seeing on Saturday? Jamie, central midfielder who's linked with us and Celtic. Oh, okay. Look, if a central midfielder comes in, I think that's maybe one area that we might be able to strengthen on. But I'll say it again, it's so good because there are players. They're not loans. We haven't got to worry about them going back. Most of them are on 4-year contracts, 3 years now for some. What I would like to see is some of the players that have got, I don't know, 1 year to 2 years left on their contract, sign new ones. That's what I would like to see as well. Yeah, Werder Bremen and then Roma in the next 2 pre-season friendlies. Dave, where are you going to be Saturday before the game? I can't make Saturday, Dave. I'm not going Saturday. I went on Tuesday, but I'm away camping. If it was a league game, I would have come back because I'm meant to be away for the Swansea game. But if we do end up going away for the Swansea game, then I'm coming back for the Swansea game and then going back. But yeah, I'm not going to be there Saturday. But I'm going to Stoke. Dalraj, is Ben Sheaf staying at Coventry? I hope so. Hardy, thank you very much on Facebook. Opinion on new signing Asante. Very happy with Asante. I think he offers something slightly different to Sims and Hadji. And you can just look at his goal reel. It shows the quality that he's got. A lot of West Brom fans are saying that his downfall was not taking enough of his chances. But I think Vic was also one of them people that didn't take enough of his chances as well. So, do you think he'll feature? Asante will feature on Saturday? Yeah, I do. I think he'll come on. He won't start, but I think he'll come on. Jamie's also said it's going to be busy up there Saturday with the poker tournament and that monster inflatable. Yeah, I know. I'm not going because of that. I'm going because I'm away. West Brom fans saying he's awful. I haven't heard anybody say that he's awful. I've heard that they're weakened because he's gone and they've strengthened us. But they've lost, West Brom have lost 3 key players: Asante, Townsend, and Joselu. So they're not going to be as strong. Hull aren't going to be as strong. I just think that a good start to the season, and I think we will fly, because we always get better towards the end, apart from last year. But now we've got strength in depth, which I think will help us. West Brom have to sell for FFP. Yeah, they do. That's right. That's true. Like I said, I hope the rumours of Swift come in as well, because that would be amazing. That I get goosebumps thinking about getting Swift to Coventry. I wanted him when we could snap him for free, and West Brom got him. But I'd take him. Key was getting the keeper right. Well, it is, but he hasn't been tested, Hardeep. He didn't get tested against Everton. He didn't get tested against Everton. What he had to do was good. But when I start seeing him making saves and keeping us in games, then yeah, we'll see what silly mistakes he's made. Look, I'm hoping we have got the right keeper. He looks so good. He does look so good. And he did a really good job against Everton. But again, that it's a pre-season friendly. Let's see what he's like in the league. Jamie says, sold Asante and brought in Devante Cole on a free from Barnsley. Yeah, Devante Cole's, I think, a good player. I think Asante's better, so I think they have been weakened. West Brom have also sold Matt Phillips to Oxford. Have they? Interesting. He'll get tested against Stoke. Yeah, he will get tested against Stoke. But that's why I think the Getafe, the dirtiness that Getafe did in that pre-season friendly, hopefully has opened their eyes a little bit. But we've got players that can put it about a little bit in Rudoni, Mason Clark, Asante. I think that they're all physical lads, and with Sheaf in there as well, Milan, Thomas, Binks, Bidwell, they can all put themselves about a little bit, and it's lovely to see. Right, I've just been over an hour. If there's any other questions, get them in quick as I'm leaving. No, Mason Clark's not on loan. We bought him in January and then loaned him back to Peterborough, and now is ours. So as I'm wrapping up then, guys, if there is anything that you want to say, come in and say it. But as I am just about to go, just remember where you can find us. We are on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X or Twitter. We're on podcasts, on Spotify, Amazon. It is a permanent, yeah. Spotify, Amazon. If you watch us on YouTube, please go and like and subscribe. There's some really good videos on there. And we're on, like I said, we're on podcasts as well. We're partnered with the Anecdote Sports Bar, and we're also partnered with the Sky Blue Tavern, where I am today, and where I'm going to try and be more often than not. We've got videos coming out, previews, and things like that as well. We're sponsored by Right Steel Fabrications, who can do your steel fabrication work up and down the country, but mainly in the Coventry and Warwickshire area. Just before I do go, Jamie said, I think Asante is a perfect sub for Sims, as we need a different type of player to bring on. Definitely. Stoke have signed Sam Gallagher from Blackburn. Yeah, I like Gallagher, to be fair, but I don't think, the honest answer, I don't think Blackburn's going to do much this year. So what you're saying about the keeper, but somehow he fills me with confidence. Unlike the others, I'm never wrong. You are sometimes wrong, Dave. Daryl, thank you very much on YouTube as well. I have high hopes for this season. Since we have managed to keep the core players this season. With the new signings, do you think this season is the season for the promised lands? Definitely. Thoughts on Stoke and Oxford? I think we win both games. I think we beat Stoke probably. I'm going to go for a 2-1, and Oxford I'm going to go for a 2-0. Stephen McGovern, nice to see Tats playing without any fear. Definitely. Great to see. Really happy that he's back. So, after all that, thank you so much for everyone that's made a comment. Dave, Daryl, Raj, Glenn, Mark, Josh, Stephen, Jamie, Hardeep, Martin, Jamie, Webby. If there's anybody else I've forgotten, Steve, Stephen McGovern, Sky Blue Sam, Simon M, Under Average Cov fan, Michael, just trying to go back, Graham. So thank you ever so much for everybody that has come on and that has made a comment. Much appreciated those who have watched. Please share it around. Get everybody watching it as much as you can. Like I said on YouTube, please go and like and subscribe. We're so close to getting 500 subscribers, which is amazing, by the way. Thank you so much to everybody, and play up Sky Blues.